Hey wrestling fans, John Pollock here alongside Jimmy Corderas. We're coming out of WWE Payback on Sunday night from Chicago, Illinois. Always a hot crowd in Chicago, Jimmy.
Absolutely, and last night was no exception.
Let's chat about the main event. A lot of good stuff on this particular show, this network special for most people. Outside of Canada, though, still a pay-per-view. But The Shield, clean sweeping Evolution. Were you surprised by the outcome? And coming out of this, what direction do you see the Shield going in, specifically Roman Reigns?
Well, I am very surprised that it was a clean sweep for the Shield, taking out all three members of Evolution with nobody getting eliminated from the Shield side. That being said, I kind of don't mind it now. It just depends, like you said, where is it going forward? Now that Bray Wyatt seems to be done with John Cena, they may have one more. I doubt it, but maybe that's the collision course, and a long extended program with the Wyatts would be maybe next for the Shield.
And I think you'll agree that right now, as we go into the summer, the big project for the WWE this year, at least in terms of the on-air product, is creating new main event talent. And Roman Reigns is certainly on that list with Bray Wyatt. I would say they are your 1 and 2 projects right now because, as we've seen with Daniel Bryan getting hurt, you really look at that main event mix and you have your select few at the top that you can put into those spots, and then it's a drastic drop to your Alberto Del Rios, your Sheamuses even, I would lump into that, with where they are not really taken as main eventers, but there's enough of a, I don't know if you can really get them back to that spot. So really creating those new main event stars is a big part of 2014 for the company.
Yeah, I kind of compare it back to the old, Monday Night Wars days when the WWE was getting it handed to them by WCW. They had to rebuild and restart and start a new strategy. That's when they built stars like Stone Cold, The Rock, and guys like that. I see it kind of happening now with new stars, like you said, Roman Reigns, Bray Wyatt. Cesaro seems well on his way to becoming one of those top stars. Daniel Bryan will be there. Regardless of what this world title picture is happening right now, but he will be there for the future too.
Yes, we should chat about that. The Daniel Bryan segment that they did with Stephanie came off very well to the live crowd with Brie Bella quitting, so I would imagine at least a week off of television before she shows up.
Well, she will travel with her husband, of course, to every television taping, so.
Maybe she'll buy a ticket. She'll be in the front row every week.
Well, I think Daniel Bryan can get a comp.
It could be tough.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Let's chat about the last man standing match, probably most people's match of the night. Bray Wyatt and John Cena. I was not a fan of the steel cage match last month at Extreme Rules. This was a 180. Just a tremendous layout of this match. John Cena, I'm amazed at how many people criticize this guy, and when you look at the body of matches this guy's had, where you can tell like he has led the match in a lot of these circumstances, and I think he deserves a ton of praise for this match, as does Bray Wyatt. 25 minutes, I thought this was just tremendous.
It was definitely match of the night, and you look at, like you said, John Cena gets highly underrated for his in-ring work. There just seems to be that cool factor to boo John Cena. That's what it seems like to me. But like you said, whether it's Bray Wyatt, it's CM Punk, it's Randy Orton.
Great Khali.
Great Khali. There seems to be a constant in all those matches, and it's John Cena. He doesn't get that credit.
Yeah, I think someone that he's obviously never going to be mistaken for a Kurt Angle in the ring, but certainly someone that when it comes to those big matches, and especially in these kind of last man standing matches where you can get a lot of the smoke and mirrors and building to that finish and throughout, I mean, he is time and time again delivering.
Yeah, there's that big difference between who are the best wrestlers and who are the best workers, who can invoke a reaction from the crowd.
Also on the card, we saw Sheamus defeat Cesaro. Maybe surprising to some, keeping the United States title on him. What would you like to see next for Cesaro? Because, as you mentioned, he really feels earmarked for something bigger, whether it be a Money in the Bank, whether it be that return match whenever Brock Lesnar comes back. It seems that there's a lot on the horizon for Cesaro, potentially.
Yeah. I think this match was a twofold thing. I think it got Sheamus over as U.S. champion, but I think big things for Cesaro going into maybe Money in the Bank and obtaining the briefcase.
Where are Jimmy's thumbs for this Payback pay-per-view?
Two thumbs up. I really enjoyed it.
A thumbs up show from the WWE with Payback. They will be coming back with a second pay-per-view in June, on June 29th from Boston with Money in the Bank.